I just want you guys to know that this is not professional advice. It's just my personal experience advice. You guys really like these videos. Like, everybody's like, I love these videos. I'm like, oh, thank you, because I like them too. So, yeah. Anyway, onward to this BU topic. Hey guys, it's Jessica, and I just got really distracted because it was snowing, so I'm just going to refilm everything. So anyway, this is my BU video. It is about being a good friend, and the topic this week is friendships. I've had a lot of friendships that went really, really badly. I've had friendships that went okay. I've had friendships that just totally are fine, you know. I've had so many different kinds of friendship, as I'm sure many of you guys have had. These are the top 5 things that I have to say about being a friend. So, number 1, don't lie. This is big for me. I don't lie to my friends. If they ask me something directly, I will tell them. If I think it's going to offend them, I will tell them that I think it's going to offend them. Sometimes I won't tell them the whole entire truth. Like if they ask me what I thought about their boyfriend, or if they ask me what I thought about their, you know, shoes that they are really, really proud of, that they really, really like, I might kind of like say, oh, you know, they're not my style, but they're cool for you, or something like that, where I don't really diss them because I know that they love it and I don't want them to feel self-conscious, you know, but at the same time I'm not really saying that I like it. And if it's about a boyfriend, boy, I tread very lightly in that category. But yeah, I'm not someone who lies. I don't like to lie to my friends. I really, really, really don't like to lie to my friends. And I hate it when my friends lie to me. I absolutely hate it. It's like my biggest number 1 pet peeve, especially since I feel like nobody has a reason to lie to me, honestly. I'm like the least judgmental person you will ever meet. Yeah, I might tell you what I think about it, but that doesn't mean I'm judging you, and there's a big difference between speaking your mind and judging someone. Like, I would never stop being friends with someone for actions that they're doing. I would stop being friends with someone if they constantly lied to me. That's, like, where I just kind of draw the line. You know, like, I don't like to be lied to. This is the bottom line. I don't like to be lied to, and I don't like to be made fun of. If you're making fun of me all the time, I don't think of you as a friend. I think of you as an annoying pest that needs to go away, because who likes to be made fun of? I don't know. I don't. I don't find it funny. I find it insulting. So, yeah. That's kind of just my opinion, though, you know, this varies, of course. Number 2 is communications. I feel like communicating needs to go both ways, and I'm going to say that I am not the best communicator when it comes to my friends. That is one of my New Year's resolutions, which I will link that video down below. It's on my vlog channel. I just need to communicate better with my friends, especially my old friends that, like, my older, like, you know, they're not my friend anymore kind of situation, but they are my friend, that weird, awkward phase you go through. I really need to communicate better with those friends because I miss them very, very much. I think of them as my friends still, and I still think of some of them as my best friends, even though I haven't talked to them for, like, a year. So communication is also really, really important. I really don't like it when friendships are a one-way street. They don't go both ways. You kind of hit a roadblock. That's not cool either. I don't like that. So I, you know, I think communication is really, really, really important. I think communication is important in any relationship, whether it be a friendship, whether it be your family, whether it be whoever. Communication is just important. Number 3, do not judge your friends, especially if they are your best friends. Now, what I mean by this is, like, it's your way or the highway kind of thinking. I used to be like that. I really, really, really did used to be like that. There are some situations, though, where I do strongly believe that. Like, if the person is hurting someone, you know, like, mentally or physically, then yeah, sometimes I'll be like, you know what, you need to stop this or I'm done. Because I can't stand by and like watch them hurt somebody, or I can't stand by and watch them get hurt. Like, those are the 2 situations where I will be like, you know what, this needs to happen or I'm done being your friend for a while. It's never for good when I say something like that. It's just for a while. I just need to step back and think about the friendship and be like, is this really what I want to do? Is this really someone I want to be friends with? You know, that's kind of my whole way of thinking. But in the past, there have been times where it's been over really stupid things. you know, where nobody was getting hurt in any way, shape, or form, and I've just been like, you know what, I'm done. Done. Yep. There have been times when that's happened. You know, but the bottom line is, don't judge your friends, because if you judge your friends, then your friends are gonna lie to you. You know, it's not your fault they lie to you, but at the same time, you're judging them, so why wouldn't they lie to you, you know? Like, I'm very open to everybody I meet. It doesn't matter who you are at all. I'm very, very open. But if I know that someone's judging me, then I'm going to close up a little bit. Probably more than a little bit. I kind of close up into this shell where I'm not very open anymore with that person, because I don't trust them. I don't trust that they're not going to judge me. I don't have anyone in my life currently that I think that way with. I don't have anyone in my life that I kind of have to walk on eggshells with, just because, you know, my friends that I have, they don't judge me, at least not to my knowledge. They don't judge me. And so it's always really, really good not to judge your friends. And if they're making decisions that you don't really approve of or you don't really agree with, be there for them. That is number 4. Always be there. You might not support their decision, but someday they might totally fall down and you might need to pick them back up. My friend Casey and I have had many discussions about this with each other's lives, with our friends' lives, where like we just don't know how to continue about a friendship, and so, you know, the best that we can do is just be there for them. We're not necessarily enabling their actions, you know, by saying like, oh, it's fine, what you're doing is cool, but we're not necessarily being like, you're a terrible person, I hate you, I'm done. You know, we're just kind of there so that if they fall down, we can pick them back up, all of that, you know. Just always be there, you know. And I kind of learned this lesson, you know, Casey and I, we got into a huge fight years ago, and I stopped being her friend for like 6 months. Though I feel like it was important for me to just kind of walk away from the friendship for a while, I do regret walking away. I feel like I should have been there for her, even though I was upset with her. Like, just because she's been my friend for so long, and she's not a bad person. She's actually a really amazing person. So I just feel like, you know, I should have stuck with it, you know. And there's been moments where I'm sure she's felt that way. I'm sure that, you know, her friends have felt that way. I'm sure that my friends have felt that way, where you just feel like maybe you should have been there, but you just should have just been there, not like involved. Just watched things play out as they would and just let it happen. I have a really hard time doing that, but yeah, so I feel like you should be there, but you shouldn't necessarily tell them what to do, which I tend to do that sometimes. I will admit it. I tend to tell people what to do, and it's I'm not like that as much, nearly as much anymore. Now I always say, you know what? I always say, you know what, it's all about how you feel about the situation. Are you happy? Are things going well? Is everything okay? Are you feeling hurt at all? You know, are you in a good situation? Is this something you want to do? You know, I'm always posing things like that so that my friends can think about their actions instead of me thinking about their actions and planning it all out for them. I used to do the ladder, like, I probably stopped doing that about 2 years ago, because I really like to help people, so sometimes I get overly involved, and I'm just saying, don't get overly involved. But that comes to number 5, which is to help out and speak up. This is something that I'm currently working on. I have a really hard time speaking up when it comes to my friends. Like, if they ask me my opinion, depending on what friend is asking, I kind of like mute it a little bit. And I think there are certain situations where you just need to be 100% honest and 100% like, you know what, this is what I think, and I don't mean to be mean, but you asked what I thought, so here's my opinion. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings, but I feel like as a friend, I should tell you this, you know, instead of being more mild about things. I don't like to offend people. At the same time, I like to help people, but I don't like to offend people. So, you know, it's a very hard, you know, balance for me to handle, because, you know, I want to speak up and I want to tell them exactly how I feel about the situation, but would it help anything? If the answer is no, then I tend to just mild down. but I don't think that's the right choice every time. I think sometimes your friends really do need to hear the cold, hard facts about what you are seeing in front of you. They really do need to hear your opinion in order for them to be at peace with their decisions too. Like, I know with my friends are like, when it comes to opinions about relationships or other friendships or something like that, I always ask my friends for their advice. Specifically Casey, I always ask Casey for her advice because, you know, her and I are very, very similar in ways, but we're also very different in ways. So, we're just kind of, we're like the perfect go-to for each other, in my opinion. So I'll go to her and be like, you know, what is the situation looking like? And, you know, if, I don't even know where I was going with that. I don't know. My whole point is that if you are going to speak up about a situation that your friends are in, then just do it in a way that is, you know, coming across as caring and not judging, and do it in a way that's coming across as supportive, but not like enabling a bad decision. I think that's the best way I can word it. So basically, tell them what you're thinking, but don't get too involved. You don't want to be in the middle of anything. That's my opinion. I learned the hard way on that one. You really don't want to be in the middle of anything. If they're having some kind of problem, then just let them have their problem. They'll get over it, they'll come back, or whatever's going on, you know, it'll be over and it'll work. So yeah. So just to sum it all up, number 1, don't lie. Number 2, communicate with each other. Number 3, don't judge your friends. Number 4, always be there. And number 5, help out and speak up. So hopefully this was a good video for you guys to watch. As usual, this is based off of my personal experience. Please do not take this as professional advice. This is just my own list that I go through with my friends, and you know, not all of my friends have all of the aspects in them at all. I don't think a single one of my friends besides Jay probably has all of these, you know, aspects, you know. This is just the perfect friendship mixture, and this is kind of my own personal goals on being a good friend to my friends. So yeah, that is my, I guess, be you advice video about how to be a good friend, because I feel like sometimes you get lost. Sometimes you might get overly involved. Sometimes you might feel very distant from your friends, and both of those feelings are incredibly normal. So yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys out. I have no idea what my friend's topic for Wednesday is going to be, so if you guys have any ideas, leave them down below. Feel free to discuss the topic down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and sorry if you hear all the traffic. Alright guys, I love you. Bye.